Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost. About 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready, squeeze.
Ito Smith, his first carry. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Slant. 21.
Ryan now to throw on third down. It's caught. Jones. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
First down, Atlanta.
Down. Ready.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 22. 50, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, here's Smith. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that's complete. It's Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Smith out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. On second down, it's Hubbard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
20. Check your hot read.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. On second down now, it's Hubbard, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, Zoo. Mike's 59.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
180. Check. Watch 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a first down following a gain of 3. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On first down, it's Hubbard, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Ryan. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Set. Get away, D. Get away, D. 21. Look at him.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Tuesday.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Set. 180. Check. Walk the 11. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T. No.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They find some open field here. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half. Tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain there of 21 yards.
69, got it. Hey, Tuesday. Got it, go.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Ryan now off the bootleg. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30. Touchdown, Detroit. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 24, Stafford, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready? Hey, Charlie. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Double right. Mike, 53. Bravo. Mike.
Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The Lions' passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Set, lady! Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, Haywood!
From the 30 on 2nd down, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there, Ryan to Jones, and even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On first down, it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Here's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play brings up second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
50. 45.
From the gun, Stafford. This left side caught by Fulgham. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Give me radar.
Back to throw. Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
To Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game.
Let's go. Hey, we got 61, max box, lights.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Smith will put this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. But with clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game, what do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll run on first down with Cannon. And he's into the clear. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here.
It's caught at the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Hey, Steve 6.
He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's third and goal. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal.
Hey, 22. 53.
Stafford. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for 2 and try and win it right now?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Back to throw.
I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one, and with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
Ready. Hey, 25. Hey, 59. Ready.
pass. Ryan's going to throw it. Looking deep for Julio. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Atlanta, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.